What's up, YouTube? I'm Matt. I'm Mike, and I'm back. Already from the gym. I decided to make some positive content for a little. Let me get my shirt off. I don't want you guys to feel like you're missing out on anything. Back with some positive content for a change. I commented about this on my Discord earlier. Obviously, you may have seen the video that I shot on the way to the gym earlier, which was decidedly not upbeat video. And this just goes to show you how, like, when bad shit happens, especially like in my case, because of the explosive type of personality that I have, it's really easy for my wife or people in the comments or basically anyone who doesn't have my kind of fucking fire and aggression. That's always what gets blamed, as if I did something wrong. Like my wife was like last night, like, you wouldn't have gotten your gym membership canceled if you hadn't acted that way. Never mind the fact that she was lied to by the person who signed her up, which is what caused the problem. But this is how a woman's brain works. So the problem was caused that she was lied to. So rather than being mad at them and saying, I want to cancel my membership right now, I'm leaving with my family, this is not what I was promised, she stayed and worked out, and then I got myself in trouble by reacting because I was not going to be walked on the way she was getting walked on. I was not going to be lied to and just pass that off. So I had one of my stereotypical meltdown explosions. And then it's like, well, see what happened? Your attitude got you canceled. Well, guess what? I got my attitude got me canceled from a gym that I knew was below me. I've made multiple videos about this. You guys have been telling me, what the fuck are you doing working out at Planet Fitness? This is not for a guy like you. You're never gonna be able to make all the gains that you could probably make. I was already telling my wife like 3 weeks ago that the lifespan on this gym was running out because I was maxing out machines. So I was already having to kind of move my workout around to figure out how to get max weight because I couldn't lift. I could tap out some of the machines. So there's been this gym down the street. This started as kind of it's like, I think it's called Retrofit. And I started out there like a year ago and it was okay. It was nothing special. So I go back down there today and holy fuck, they've done a total remodel. They've got dumbbells up to I think I saw at least 140s. They've got squat racks. They've got free weight machines. This place even has a room called the Ladies, I think it's called Ladies Flex Room or something. There's a tiny little room where women can go and they can do like their hip thrusts and all of this stuff that tends to cause problems in gyms. So they even have a special room where ladies can go and not get stared at by men or have problems, where I could be able to not have to worry about fucking snapping on somebody because my wife's trying to fucking do, the little, exposing movements that they do. They've got like a turf area. It's amazing. It's so much better. And the most exciting thing for me is they have a machine there that I have been looking for literally 20 fucking years. When I used to lift at Bally's, they had a bench, it's like a chest press machine. You may have seen it. It's where like the arms sit on the ground. So you load the plates. It's kind of like a leverage machine. So you're laying flat on your back and it's independent arms and the legs sit on the ground. You load the plates and then you press up. So you never have to worry about putting too much weight and having the bar come down on you, because you start from the ground and you go up. It is one of my favorite chest press machines that I have ever fucking used in life. And no gym that I have been to since Bally's has this machine, and they have it here. That alone, I was fucking giddy when I saw it. So not only was the gym phenomenal. Now, of course, I went midday on a weekday, so there was no one in there, which is great. I should focus on doing that since I'm clearly never going to work. It's definitively going to be busy later in the evening, but obviously it's like a gym, so they didn't care about my stringer tops. There were other like decent sized people there. The whole environment, it's real big and open, it's well lit. Like the whole thing was just so much better. My workout was great. Like I said, I've been trying to kind of give you guys some updates on the Mint. It's been hard to give unbiased feelings because, like I said, I took the Mint this morning. I felt it come up. Then I saw the comment that my wife wrote on my YouTube video, and it just shifted gears on me. And so today was actually the first time that I've been able to lift on Mint. Now, despite the fact that it's an acetate ester, I'm guessing it's probably gonna take at least 3 days for the dose that I'm injecting to really build up. Probably 3 days. I mean, that's true of even like, you know, Anavar or whatever. But I felt really good in the gym. No unusual strength. I felt basically as good as I've been feeling. I still have this sort of strange clarity of mind. The other thing before I forget, so far, my favorite thing about Mint, and I had no idea this was gonna happen, is that like I got shitty as fuck sleep last night. We were up arguing until 6:30 in the fucking morning. Just the same old cyclical fucking bullshit. The entire fight could have ended at 4 o'clock. It took her until 6:30 to tell me what I wanted to hear, and then we went to bed. So it was 2 hours of just literally circling around to get to what I asked for at 4:30 in the morning. So we were up all night, and then she had gotten the quad sold. Thankfully, she's been working hard to get these things out of here, and she completely brokered a deal and did all the negotiations and got all the paperwork ready. And the guy that was coming to get the quads just literally shows up at our fucking house completely unannounced. So like we're in bed. I guess she was in bed. I think she was having a hard time sleeping this morning. She's probably looking for this guy or whatever. But this fucking dude just shows up completely unannounced. She comes and wakes me up at like, I don't even know what time, 1 o'clock maybe, and is like, you know, this guy's here to get these quads. So I mean, I'm like ragged as fuck. Drag my ass outside. We get the deal done. Thankfully, the quads are gone. So we've got cash to put down in the car. And then I went straight inside and pinned the Mint. This is, on any other day of the week, definitively, as much sleep as I have been missing, I would have been straight back to bed. That Mint took hold, and I was up and ready to go to the fucking gym. Like 2 hours after I woke up. That never happens to me in life. I noticed all day yesterday that I had a lot of energy. I was not feeling tired. I was not feeling lethargic. Right now, this Mint seems to be energizing me and waking me up. If this effect lasts, holy fuck, I'm not counting on it. I'm guessing that what I'm feeling is the same thing that happens on Anavar or other orals where, you know, that first couple of weeks you get that boost of energy and then it's gonna stabilize, is what I'm guessing. If it does not stabilize, if taking an acetate early in the morning energizes me and keeps me going back to bed, this could be an absolute fucking game changer hormone. And in fact, it may cause me to eat a lot of shit on this channel, because I've been asked so many times by so many guys, dude, why don't you run Tren Ace? Why don't you run Tren Ace? And I'm like, no, I've got Tren E. It works. It's stable. I don't want to do daily injections. Well, fucking Mint acetate, dude, so far, like, I mean, it's got some problems. It's definitely giving me a fucking hair trigger. It is definitely not helping with the situation with my wife right now. Like, I cannot cope with the shit at all. And but you know, again, you've got Tren in the mix. You got a lot of factors. So right now, I'm not gonna blame the Mint for my poor behavior, because that is just too much of my natural personality. So far, the thing that is most exciting to me is that this shit energized me out of bed when I otherwise would have definitively gone back to sleep. My workout was good. I feel very clear-headed. I don't feel like the extra, like Anadrol sometimes makes me feel too amped up, and it's kind of crackheady. It's kind of like uncomfortable. And I don't really like that. I'm not experiencing that on the Mint. Although I will be honest, last night when my wife was able to work out and I was not, if it wasn't for the bugs and the rain, I probably would have gone for a walk, because I did have a lot of fucking energy. I almost messaged a friend who sent it to me last night and was like, damn bro, like, how long is this shit gonna have me wired up? Because I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to go to sleep. I think it's kind of active for about 6 hours. So we'll see. That's the other possible negative. If I feel the come up for 6 hours and then I start to crash, that could decidedly be a problem, because I do not like that come down feel, which is why I usually dose orals multiple times a day. So I certainly don't want to be pinning mint twice a day, but we'll see. Last night, super late, I thought I felt some come down feelings, but again, it was so hard to tell because we were fucking bickering and arguing anyway. So hopefully things will stabilize in one way or the other. I think that there's just no, the reality is that we're back to the same situation that we always get to, where it's just a fucking impasse. And so whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's not likely to happen. Nothing major is likely to happen until at least I get my car. And then that will probably, by then we'll know like what direction we're heading in. But I wanted to at least give you a more of a mint-centric update because the previous video ended up being primarily about my marriage. Right now, so far, things are good. I'm not feeling any excessive gyno yet. I did dose an extra 0.5 milligram of Arimidex before I started the mint. And then I had 1 milligram today. I'm staying on my normal Caber. I did some research on 7-alpha-methyl estradiol, which is what mint aromatizes to. And maybe I'm not claiming this definitively because I only read a couple of different research papers. But from what I've read so far, the information that I'm finding says that 7-alpha methyl estradiol does not bind to the estrogen receptor at a higher affinity than E2, than regular estradiol. So if that's true, if the 7-alpha methyl estradiol does not have an unusually high binding affinity, then we may be in business here. We may have a compound that, my buddy may be right. Kowalski's been trying to get me on this for a while. Yesterday he saw that me and my wife were fighting, and he was like, damn, bro, I don't know whether to laugh or cry or what. The drug cannot be blamed. That's for sure. It doesn't, even if the drug is causing, is exacerbating my attitude, at the end of the day, my mouth is the one that's moving. The drug is not moving my mouth. So I may not be handling it well. There's a lot of things that you could say, but I just do not believe in blaming drugs. I think that that's a fucking cop-out. I think that's just a fancy way of not taking responsibility. They certainly play a role. My wife's attitude toward me is definitively, substantially more combative when she's on Primo, but that's her choice not to control it. You can't blame the Primo and say the Primo's fucking up our marriage. No, you're fucking up our marriage by not handling the Primo. Trenbolone does not destroy marriages. People who can't handle Trenbolone destroy marriages. I fucking hate it when people point the fucking finger at the drug. It is not the drug. It is you. It is your inability to fucking handle it. So if this compound ends up proving more than I can handle, that says something about me. It doesn't say anything about the drug. And that's true to me. That's across the board. It's the same thing with food. Carbs are not the enemy. Your inability to stop putting carbs in your face is the enemy. You are the problem. Food is not the problem. Alcohol is not the problem. Crystal meth is not a problem. There's crystal meth all over the fucking streets right now. I'm not doing it because I'm not being a problem with it. The drug is never the problem. You are the problem. So there you have it. That's how I'm feeling right now. Very pumped up from a good workout. Really fucking cannot wait to get in there and do chest on that machine. Obviously, they have a bunch of good back machines, cables, fucking everything. Lots of leverage machine, plate-loaded leverage machines instead of the stupid piece of shit Planet Fitness. It's just, I mean, the thing that's so exciting for me is this gym that is like, Planet Fitness is 6 minutes down the road. This gym is probably 10 minutes down the road, maybe 11. And it is it is nearly as good as the bodybuilding gym that I was having to drive out to fucking Rockwall to go to. I really, from what I could see today, I really don't see anything that Legends Fit offers that this gym doesn't offer, and it's right down the road from my house. And I already have a membership because they accept Active Fit. So there you go, man. Never get down on yourself. Never fucking, like, I could have been like, oh man, I fucked up. I shouldn't have snapped on that fat, ugly bitch at fucking Planet Fitness. I should have controlled myself. See, it's that beta mindset that wants to convince you that the alpha animal in you is wrong and bad and that the alpha personality caused the problem. The reality is my meltdown at Planet Fitness solved a problem. My meltdown at Planet Fitness got my membership canceled, and I was probably never going to cancel it. I was never going to get off my ass and go somewhere else because I'm too fucking lazy. I'm too set in my ways. This gym could have been like this for fucking months. I wouldn't have known. I would have continued going to this fucking waste of time gym, and it took me having a total fucking meltdown to make something else happen. And that's why I don't fear melting down on my wife or melting down in this marriage, because this marriage very realistically could be Planet Fitness. It could be a situation where I'm just too lazy and too pathetic and too weak to walk away, and maybe it's going to take one giant meltdown for her to go, fuck you, I'm gone, and then I'll be on to something better. I hope that's not the case. I hope this fucking works out. But my point is, I am not going to second guess my natural instinct to a situation, because every time I let my natural instinct flow, something good comes from it. Every single time. When we had that RV, I lost my fucking shit on those guys, and they end up, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. It went really, really financially well for us with that fucking RV that they tried to fuck with me. I wasn't the one then. I'm not the one now. I will never be the one to fuck with. If you bring some shit to me, I will bring it back to you. And yet again, it worked out in my favor. So I also noticed they don't seem to be playing a lot of loud music in that gym. And if that's the case, if I can record some video with my mic, where I can talk over my workouts, maybe I can finally bring you guys some workout videos, because it's really wide open and I could probably get away with having a tripod in there. So we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but we'll see, because it did not seem to have a bunch of booming music that YouTube will fucking ding me over. So there you have it. I just wanted to bring you something a little bit more positive. There's been so much negativity on my channel recently, but that's the way it goes. You get to hear me talking about what a great woman my wife is, how lucky I am to be in this marriage, and sometimes I feel that way. And this last couple of days, I have absolutely not felt lucky to be in this marriage. I have second-guessed a lot of decisions that I've made over the last 2, 3, 4, 10 fucking years, and both sides are real. Both sides are the truth. And so you have to be able, if you want reality, you have to be able to be on board for the highs and the lows. I see some people in the fucking comments trying to take sides. I don't give a fuck about what you think about me, dude. I don't care what you think about how I raise my kids, how I talk to my wife, because you're not my fucking family. I don't owe you shit. I'm doing you the favor of allowing you a view into my unbelievable life. If you see something you don't like, don't let the fucking door hit your bitch ass on the way out. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.